Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to unpack a truly fascinating story unfolding right now in the workers' comp and healthcare tech space. We're looking at CorVel. This is a company that's just fundamentally transforming how risk is managed, how care is delivered, and honestly, how massive amounts of financial data are processed. And they're doing all of this by combining aggressive technological innovation with some of the most disciplined financial management you will ever see. 69%. Just let that sink in for a second. That single number represents the staggering amount of total outstanding shares CorVel has repurchased since its inception. They've bought back literally 114.9 million shares. And the real kicker here? This wasn't funded by taking on some mountain of dangerous debt. No way. It was funded entirely by their incredibly consistent operating cash flow. It's a massive, massive testament to how bulletproof their underlying business model actually is. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with a financial snapshot, then look at their fortress balance sheet. After that, we'll navigate some complex market headwinds, break down their AI technology pivot, dive into their CERS Health Payment Integrity Division, and finally, wrap up with some future predictions for 2026. Let's get into it. Section 1. Financial Snapshot and Performance. Let's ground ourselves in their fiscal year 2026 performance because the numbers show a company that is absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. Earnings per share leaped 17% year over year, going from 183 up to 214. And this wasn't just, clever bottom line engineering. Their total revenue increased by 7% to a massive $959 million. So they're growing both their top line and their operational efficiency at the exact same time. Moving on to Section 2, the Fortress Balance Sheet. Now, in an industry where so many competitors are just totally bogged down by leverage, CorVel takes a completely different path. As of early 2026, they're sitting on a growing cash pile of over $233 million, with zero, yes, zero long-term borrowings. Combine that cash with a trailing 12-month operating margin of 14.52%, and you've got a company with ultimate financial agility. While the competition is scrambling to service their debt, CorVel actually has the freedom to aggressively invest in proprietary software and strategic acquisitions. It's a huge advantage. Section 3. Navigating complex market headwinds. Right, so every great financial story involves overcoming some serious industry conflict, and the workers' comp market is definitely no exception. CorVel is navigating this really fascinating tension right now. On one hand, you have this decade-long drop in overall work-related injury volumes, but fighting against that is a sharp increase in injury severity. On top of that, the Workers' Compensation Research Institute is tracking severe medical inflation. We're talking 5 to 12% across multiple states. So fewer claims, but the claims that do happen are way more complex and significantly more expensive. But despite these intense headwinds, they boast a 100% net revenue retention rate. How do you even do that? Well, by getting the approach right. It's all about combining really powerful technological tools with a deeply human touch. They're actively utilizing empathy alongside expertise to navigate the rising severity of these claims. This ensures patients get the right care early on, which ultimately controls those spiraling costs for their partners. It's a total win-win. Section 4. The AI technology pivots. To handle these increasingly complex and expensive claims without just blowing up their own internal costs, CorVel has made an aggressive strategic pivot toward artificial intelligence. And look, they aren't just treating AI like some trendy corporate buzzword. They are deploying it right at the ground level. They're using it to prioritize commercial health claims that offer the highest savings. Think about an adjuster handling a portfolio of roughly 125 active cases. AI is now providing them with real-time decision support. It's synthesizing documentation, it's accelerating software development. They are systematically slashing administrative burdens to lower their service delivery costs. I absolutely love this perspective from their CEO, Michael Combs. He says, agentic AI will dramatically accelerate the reduction of administrative burdens, with human expertise and intelligent systems emerging as the winning combination. It makes it very clear, right? The goal isn't replacing people. Agentic AI, which basically refers to intelligent systems that take independent action to hit specific goals, is there to amplify the team's judgment. By letting the systems handle the heavy data lifting and routine tasks, the human experts are freed up to focus on what actually resolves claims: empathy, strategy, and complex problem solving. Section 5. Health Payment Integrity. This entire technological foundation builds directly into their CERIS division, which is capitalizing on a massive regulatory and financial opportunity in the commercial health sector. To really grasp the opportunity here, we have to look at the sheer scale of the problem. Payment integrity is all about catching improper healthcare payments. And recently, the Department of Justice reported a staggering $5.7 billion in healthcare fraud recoveries in just a single year. Because medical costs keep rising while reimbursement rates stay flat, payer demand for advanced tools to stop this financial bleed is literally exploding. And this is exactly where CERIS steps in. Thanks to a recent, highly strategic tech acquisition, which, by the way, is already integrating ahead of schedule, CERIS is shifting the whole industry from reactive to proactive. They're actually identifying billing errors and aberrant patterns before claims are even paid. This proactive prepay prevention, combined with your traditional post-pay recovery, is delivering a super rapid, highly measurable return on investment to their healthcare partners. Section 6. Future Predictions for 2026. As we look ahead, CorVel's leadership team has laid out a really clear, bold roadmap for how the entire risk management industry is going to shift in 2026 and beyond. Take this quote from Karen Thomas, VP of Clinical Solutions. She says, AI-driven early intervention will fuel the shift from reactive claims handling to proactive risk identification. That perfectly captures the new paradigm. The industry is moving away from merely processing claims after the fact. Instead, the focus is now intensely on the first 30 days of an injury. By using predictive intelligence, CorVel can catch potentially severe, high-cost claims early on and allocate targeted clinical resources immediately. This improves both the patient's life and the financial outcome. So, what are the broader 2026 trends we should all be watching? Well, the old, siloed ways of managed care are being totally eliminated. Agentic AI is no longer just a back-end tool. It's becoming an active partner in the daily workflow. And ironically, by automating so much of the digital paperwork, human-centered empathy is finally taking center stage again. Claims professionals actually have the time to communicate and to care. Which brings us to our final thought. When you look at an organization sitting on a $233 million cash pile, carrying absolutely zero long-term debt, aggressively buying back its own stock, and leading the charge in deploying agentic AI to solve massive industry headwinds, well, it leaves you wondering, just how unstoppable can a company become when they perfectly balance ruthless financial discipline with cutting-edge technological foresight? It's definitely going to be a fascinating space to watch. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep your eyes on the data.